Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. Quick recap of last episode. Our adventurers have managed to confuse the Burning Skull into not attacking them. Managed to confuse the mercenaries here into not attacking them for a little bit, but eventually they got seen through. And now the mercenaries are happily taking bits out of them. They seem to be in a little bit of disarray, but perhaps now they've come across a plan that will get them out of this situation. Jonathan is low on resources and low on health. Faden is low on resources, low on health. Bernard is taking a break, and Jessica is, I don't know, doing her best to single-handedly take the whole group. So let's figure out how this resolves, and we'll continue from there. I believe it's on you, Jonathan.
All right, team. Control the doorway. Single file. And fire when ready. I'm going to step out to the other side of the doorway and shoot magic into the hallway haphazardly, perhaps hitting. No, I'm going to aim deliberately at a.
Okay.
Well, is this the guy that Faden hit when Faden came down the stairs?
I can tell you
Which
that.
one?
I have to do it. Actually, he is the. Oh God, did it really not do that?
Yeah,
Fuck.
which one Faden hit is
The
very important.
one adjacent to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think
That
you
one?
can try and...
Is
Yeah.
the one that you
The
hit?
one right next to him. Yep.
Alright, I'm going to firebolt him.
Okay.
do you think
Sorry,
it's even
Adam.
Past you can convince this guy to attack his friends.
That's like
I feel pretty
it
happy with
being
what
charmed?
that guy's doing right now, and would rather he just didn't think
Oh,
about
he's
it
gonna
too
wander
hard.
off and start burning, right? Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Hello,
Might
cat.
give him a pat on the back, but
You hit him for 14, right, Sui?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
14, yeah. I think
Right.
so.
Is there some way, Adam, I can get these to actually track? I put it in the hit points, but it was gone when I checked again. So, why is that?
If you double click on it, you have to have a like the amount of the amount, so like 15 of 20, if you know what I mean. And I think
Okay.
that keeps it there.
All right. Then we will deal with that. Okay. Thank you.
No, that's a good start from Steve. So.
Yeah.
Wow,
It
you just
is.
hit. Oh, it's a hit for 22. All right. So, what's that? Definitely hits. What's the?
Spells don't crit though, so that's
they
not...
do.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
No,
they
they
crit for 6.
What?
Apparently.
It does. Like stuff that requires like a reflex
attack,
save doesn't.
No. It's stuff that
but
requires an
attack
attack roll is the difference.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you hit him for 14 to begin with. You hit him for another 6. So you hit him for 18 total. Okay.
20 total.
You hit
20.
him for 14 and
14
6.
and 6 is
Yep.
20.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, and then I need to. So you hit him for 20 out of that. Okay. All right, he's looking injured. Not.
Man,
as-
I could have empowered spelled that. Am I allowed to empower spell after the fact? I'm not, right?
No. Pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
it's
don't think so.
declared. Okay, there we go. We're finally fucking getting those hips out.
But I could have seen that I crit and then said I was empowering the spell, knowing that I had more damage dice. That's what I should have done. Oh wait, but I did not.
I don't know if I can do that or not. I'd have to read the expression. You
It
let me
says
know how
when
much-
you roll damage dice, so
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you roll damage die is after the 22. So you could fucking crit now. You want to do something else? You can do something else. Like I'm basically.
well, I've already rolled the damage dice. I'm just saying
Oh,
empowered
empowered spell
does
makes you do
this.
more damage with dice or something?
When you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll. Actually,
No, you can do that after.
I don't know if I can do that after.
You can definitely do that
You
after.
think I
when
can?
you roll damage for a spell,
Yeah.
which you've just done, you can
Okay,
re-roll.
I'll re-roll both of them.
Okay.
Re-roll 2d10.
So instead of 6, he takes 14, so he gets another 8 damage. Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, 28.
All right, so he is looking quite bad. There are chunks of his armor, not even armor because he's not particularly heavily armored, but he now, and this was a firebolt, right? Yeah.
Yep.
He is now burning. And there's a big fucking smoking wound on his torso where you've hit him with this bolt between the smite and the bolt. All right. Who's next? The thug is next. Assuming you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. They're kind of blocking themselves in these little chokes, aren't they? So, all right. No, it's not quite like that. There's more than enough to do this because those are 10 spell spaces, but he gets 6 spaces around there to do that, even if it doesn't look quite great. And he's going to go after Sui, and he does get packed tactics here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and take a look. The first is a 15. Does that hit?
Nope.
And the second is a 21. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay, a 21 is going to hit you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
All right. So he runs up, and while you're distracted with the other guy swinging, he smashes you with the side of his club. Enjoy. And the Flame Skull's turn. Flame Skull is super excited about this new room in there that's barely burned, and floats over and begins using its eye lasers to keep burning up that area, whipping its ball around in that area. You can just hear crunching and smashing as like books and bookcases are reduced to kindling, and it's happily burning. Bernard, you're up.
Okay, on the one next to Sui that has been injured, I'm going to cast the cantrip Toll the Dead. So he needs to make a wisdom save. You're familiar with it.
Good, I certainly am. Wisdom save of 8 is not going to do it. And you hit him for 8 points of necrotic.
6.
Why are you rolling at disadvantage?
Lol.
So
He
I
rolled.
just have, I rolled lower on the 1d12.
Higher dice.
It's
I
the
see.
1d12.
You put both in there as opposed to using different ones. I got you.
Yep.
Okay, but it doesn't matter because 6 is still enough to kill him. And he kind of looks up and he hears that toll of the bell that rings for Toll the Dead, and he just crumples. It's like someone like pulled the life out of him internally, and he's dead.
Okay, and
Right.
Bernard has a shield out, and he says, "Theoden, get behind me!"
All right,
And that's it.
Faden,
and-
you're up.
Good luck, Theoden.
I just cannot move fast at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, not super great.
Jeez.
Jesus. All right. Well, I'm going to pull out my holy symbol, and I'm gonna use Abjure Enemy on Mr. Commander Man down here. So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, or he becomes frightened.
Okay, let's take a quick look at that wisdom. Wisdom 14. Does that make it? I believe your DC is probably 13, but I'm not entirely sure.
Let me check what my DC is. It's 12.
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma bonus.
Yeah, so it's 12.
Okay, so he passes that. Any effects when he passes? Nope. Successful save the creature spews have for 1 minute
for
or
1
until it
minute.
takes damage. Okay.
Yep.
Are you doing anything else?
And then I am going to.
I think you probably have enough movement. You could get to the other side of the thug without triggering an attack of opportunity. That might make you out of range of the veteran, because the veteran's at half speed.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I want to heal myself or pull out my shield here.
Is it not an action? It's an action. So you don't have. If you have bonus action.
Oh, this is a
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't think land hands counts as a spell, so
Might be
does
an
it? Let me
action.
look.
I think it's an action to land hands.
Yeah, and I used my bonus action, so I should be able to do it.
No,
It's just a matter of.
the abjure enemy is an action. It says as an action on the top of it. So if lay
Is
on
it?
hands is also an action, then you can't do both.
Oh shit!
And you need to move one.
I
more to the
thought
left.
that they were both bonus actions because I was looking at Vow of Enmity. Well, that sucks real hard. So I don't actually have an action left. So I guess I'm just gonna move to this tile over here, and I used my channel divinity. So guess I'm done.
Okay.
No bonus action of any kind?
No, there's nothing I can do. I don't have any resources left
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because I thought Abjure Enemy was a bonus action. I just didn't read it properly,
Mm-hmm.
or
Okay.
I definitely wouldn't have done that.
Okay. I'm going to, as the veteran, 5, 10, 15. So we can get to you. Again, you're in plate, so out comes the longsword. And he's going to take attacks on
Weren't-
you, Sui.
Hold on. Weren't doubles for diagonals?
No.
That's 20 feet if we're doubling for diagonals.
We don't. You never double for diagonals. You can we can
No.
run doubles for alternate diagonals.
Alternate,
but
yeah.
we haven't. Have we been doing that this campaign? I don't.
Yeah.
We didn't say either way.
We definitely did. In part 1, when Wind was running out of the hospital,
Okay.
he was
If
definitely
we said
doubling
it, we
for
should, we should definitely
diagonals.
stick with it if we said it. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. So,
Although
we went
I
there.
probably haven't been doing it today, so I guess on
I'm
the other
okay.
hand.
If you remind it when you remember it, it's fine. It's convenient to remember it here. It doesn't bother me. So it's 5, 10, 15 then to go to there.
It was very convenient to remember it there.
Yeah, it
Very,
was. And let me just double
very.
check that he doesn't have like 35 feet or something of movement, which would be super convenient here.
It would still round down though.
Maybe he has 40, Xilo. And then he will.
Don't say that.
He'll use his he'll use his action to dash to get adjacent to it. Actually, and he will dash to there, I think. Okay, Jessica.
God, having 2 spells is debilitating. 2 slots.
Yep.
Having
I'm
25
like, okay,
movement speed
next
is
round I'm going to
debilitating
cast a
too.
spell. Like, wait a minute, I've cast Hex and I've cast a spell that didn't do anything. I have nothing left I can do. Jesus, this character's...
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
a cantrip
Kind of having
caster.
4 or 5 spells. Exactly, like, it was... that's so... Anyway, I'll move here. I'll my Hex on him.
Sorry, you're doing what now?
I'm going to Eldritch Bolt the... Eldritch Blast the veteran.
Is he-
Hex on.
Do you want to? Where was your hex is on the veteran?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, an 18 does hit.
So he's going to take 13 plus 1.
Okay.
Ooh, gonna
So
roll for
your
damage
1d6.
at least.
So he takes 18 and is knocked back 10 foot from me.
10 foot.
So he's probably going to go into that wall. Or maybe, I don't know, if he hits his friend on the way.
I don't think so. I think he would just fly by. It's allied space. It's not like they're competing it. So he'll be knocked back for 18 points of damage. Nicely done. And I think it's the other thug's turn after you, right? So what's the total HP on this? Okay.
Yeah, 2 slots. Jeez, wow.
Yeah, it's painful. Can think about now why. Anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
to see why you went anyway.
Yeah, we'll leave that be for a minute. Okay. Did that actually work? No.
Where did you go, Jonathan?
I'm right over here, controlling the battle from the rear.
All right, the
Excellent.
thug here, this is Mr. Burning Stuff. He will head over to here and start lighting the wall on fire. He's all done. You're up, Jonathan.
Where's Mister?
Where is Mr.? DM, where's Mr.?
I would say right about now, you are suddenly inspired, and you will have your, whatever it is, your stupid random effect thing back, but you need to make the roll on the table for me.
Yes.
Oh boy.
18.
that one
What's
the
18?
fireball
Fireball!
one?
Fireball! Fireball! Oh, wait.
Oh,
Mr.
I don't.
You
Have
turn
it up
into
for
a
it now.
plot. This is one of my favorite parts of D&D. Is the social statement.
18 is you grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until you sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out of your face.
Okay. You grow a long beard made of feathers.
I feel wiser than before.
Okay.
Mr. will guide this boat. I'm going to cast a firebolt and have advantage on the roll
Okay.
using a thingamajig. Oh, great. Thanks,
Who did you
Mr.
attack?
The nearest guy, I think.
The thug?
It doesn't matter, right?
It does matter. The thug has 11 AC, so that hits.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool.
All right,
Thanks,
go
mister.
ahead and roll damage. 9. That's a good roll too. All right. Why? Okay, he's. All right, that's fine. Okay. All right. Nice. So you impact him with your firebolt unexpectedly, as far as you're concerned, but still something. Certainly, he's not thrilled by being hit with firebolts. He gives you an eye and says, "I should have killed you when I had the chance." And we are.
Be
good to
glad
go.
that I didn't kill you when I had the chance.
All right. Thug, who does not get pack advantage because I guess I don't think he does. Let me just read that ability. Attack rolls against a creature that has at least one of the thug's allies within 5 feet of it. Because of Jessica's pushback, he does not get advantage on his attack versus Faden. So
that's
he will
helpful.
take his attacks on Faden. First one is a 15.
It's a miss.
And the second one's a 15 as well.
It's a miss.
It would have been 2 hits that don't hit. Well done.
That's huge.
And then I will move.
Oh yeah, you
to
could be dead now.
There. Like that. All done. The flame skull cackles with glee when he sees the other thug burning, and kind of looks at the rest of you who are not burning, except Jonathan, who's throwing bolts of fire, and he seems to get a little bit angry for a second, and he kind of reiterates now, burning now, And kind of that's the action. He seems to be a little bit fixated on what's going on over there. We're going to call it Bernard next.
He's fixated on those of us who are not burning, screaming,
Those of you
burning.
who are not burning things right now. He seems to be expecting a certain kind of cooperation in the burning, and you seem to be decidedly slacking in your burning efforts. Up to you, Bernard.
The thugs have not done any burning. They're the ones who are...
Yeah, seriously.
There's one thug who's literally burning the wall as we speak.
Oh yeah, he's my friend. He's good. He's okay. No, I can vouch for that guy.
Okay, I don't have a link to this, but I'm going to use Channel Divinity.
Okay.
And it's the light version of it. And so it's, as an action, you present your holy symbol and any magic darkness is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution save. And it's 2d10 plus cleric level radiant damage.
Okay.
And half on a save.
Here's the only question I have: is the skull are the skull or the charmed person rolling? I assume the charmed person does, because the charmed person only sees.
Right. The skull does not.
I don't even know if the charmed person should be doing this, because on some level he sees Jonathan as a friend, but he doesn't see the rest of you as a friend.
Right. So it would hit all of them except the skull,
because
it's 30
you
feet.
see the skull as a friend.
No, the skull is out of range of me.
Oh, it is out of range. Okay,
Yes.
beautiful. And we don't even have to resolve that. Nice. Okay, so roll your damage. And it's 2d10 plus your cleric level of 3?
Yep.
Is there a save versus it? Wisdom or nothing?
Yes. Con.
Con.
For half.
Okay. What are we looking at for damage here? Alright, the thug closest to you, his con save is a 6. That's not going to do it, so he takes 15. We'll deal with the health in a minute. The veteran is going to roll his con save. Rolls a 12. That's not going to do it either. And the third thug, the one who is lighting stuff on fire, rolls a con save of... Did it roll? It did not. Why not? 14. Doesn't save either. Sorry, what was your DC? 13?
13.
Okay, so only the last one saves. The other two take 15 and he takes 7. Alright, so that one's easily done. So that should be like so. Does it actually save? Okay, it does. These guys are taking 15 each.
So Bernard will shout, "Be burned by the light!" Burned, 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 burned. See, I'm burning.
Good.
I'm burning.
Good. Alright.
That guy's still alive? This guy?
Yeah. Faden, you're up.
Shit.
Is he on?
And just a second, and I'll also move to there.
Okay.
I think he has like 5 hit points left or something.
His
He must have. Jesus.
his back, because he's well scorched. He looks very. He fits right in. He'd blend in. He'd have very good camouflage in this terrain right now.
This guy's on fire, right? This guy right next to me.
He has just been blasted by radiant fire and fire from Jonathan, and doesn't seem to be in great shape. Yes.
All right, excellent. I'm going to move to right here, and I'm gonna take a nice big swing at him with my battle axe.
All right. That's gonna miss. Yeah, that's not even close. Like, you don't even get it. Like, you don't unsheath the battle axe, but this is kind of like you start to swing and you like catch it in your straps, and it's just like, and it like kind of flops. It's the most pathetic display ever of swinging a battle axe.
I am done then.
All right, you sure you don't want to do something else? I mean, that was
I've got nothing else I can do.
Okay. Got it. All right, the veteran is going to yell at his band, "Stop fucking around with the wall and come out!" And he'll come over to here, and he will swing to attack you. He moves at normal speed now because he's taking damage, so that debuff is removed from him. But he will go ahead and swing his longsword at you. That is a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, and this is going to do full damage. So it does 10 slashing.
All right, I'm dead. I'm down.
All right. And he'll say, "You're next," and he points to you, Xilo. And he will move up and swing to attack you.
Okay.
It's going to be a 6. If you want to use your reaction, you need to use that before you see the rolls as a light cleric, by the way. Just FYI.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
No, that's fine. I'll just take it.
Yep, no problem. 6 misses. And Theoden is currently unconscious, bleeding on the floor. right, Jessica, you're up.
How healthy does this veteran look?
Well, it looks like he takes good care of himself, works out a couple times a week for sure, eats healthy, maybe vegan. You can't really tell for sure.
What about how injured does he look?
Let's take a look. He has now, the only thing that you've seen that hit him is you slammed him up against the wall with that, blew him back a bit, and it seemed to daze him a little bit, but not really slow him down too much. But he's then been blasted by that radiant light. He's smoking a little bit, seems a little bit less steady than he might have before, but he's doing okay.
What action would this cost me? Telepathically communicate again.
If it's just communication, I'd give it to you as a free action for this.
All right. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the veteran in front of me again.
Okay. 24 definitely hits. And add your necrotic damage for your hex.
So he takes 15.
All right. He is blown back 10 feet too, right?
He's blown back 10 feet, but I'm actually going to stand here first. Is that okay?
Yeah, do what you want.
So he goes
back like this way?
He goes that way.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to telepathically speak to the skull again.
Okay.
And I'm going to just try and give him a vision of the veteran leader guy and just go, it must be set on fire. We must burn this man. He must be purified in this glorious flame of your lord, or I don't know, not lord, maybe that's the wrong word, of your patron, of our patron, fire. And like just kind of give that representation of what I want the skull to maybe try and do.
You see it bob in place, kind of like it's nodding, and it's like, yes, there must be fire. And that's...
And then I'll move back here.
Okay. All right. Thug's turn.
Do you want me to persuade it?
Say again?
Do you want me to persuade it?
No, it is well and persuaded by this point that it wants to light things on fire.
Excellent.
That's why it's here. You are communicating that things need to be on fire, and it agrees.
Brilliant.
All right. We're gonna move to here and go after the other threat here, Bernard the Coward, and the Brave. Sorry.
The Brave.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll take a swing at you. First attack. I'm giving you your option if you want to.
Let's use it.
Is it okay? Is it the next attack or all attacks in the round? I don't recall.
Shit, just a second.
Okay. First one is going to be a 12 because of the disadvantage you impose on him with your blinding flare. As he runs towards you and starts to swing, this blast of light goes off in his face, and he botches his throw because of it. And the second attack is going to be just a 23. Does the second one have disadvantage or no? It doesn't matter.
I think it's just one.
Okay, well the second attack
it's
is
per attack.
Okay, so the first attack becomes a 12 instead of a 19 because of your warding flare and doesn't hit you. The second one's a 23. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay, he'll smash you for 4.
Okay.
Do you have any active concentration spells?
No.
Okay. Then it is Jonathan's turn.
Fire! Fire for them all! I'm gonna firebolt the same guy I did last time. The one I believe is on like 5 health or something. That one.
Okay.
Hits.
20 does hit. Yep. Go ahead and roll damage. 3. So close. No. He flinches as the fire hits him, but it's not as bad as last time. He kind of relaxes like he's still there, a little bit surprised. He's like, you keep doing that. You're next.
And I'm going to glance at the skull, and I'm going to... My character makes an investigation roll, perhaps, but he succeeds it. I'm going to run... I believe Zora's on the ground, like, here or something.
Yeah.
I want to, like, pick her up and, like, sort of... We'll drag her or whatever, get her out of the open doorway.
Okay.
So that there's a wall between us and the center of the AoE.
Yes. I actually... That's funny you... Okay, I would like Jessica to... The hell would you use to understand this? There's no transference back of information from this telekinetic, this
Correct.
blink. Okay. All right, never mind. You're good. Jonathan, you're all done?
Yep.
All right.
Assuming that Zora and I are out of the doorway.
Thug's turn.
Right
He
now.
will move to here and take an attack at you, Xilo. And he gets advantage from pack tactics. Do you wish to flare him?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is not at advantage then, so just the first one. It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And the second one is a 10 to hit. Oh,
Does
sorry,
not.
15.
Is
Does a
that
15
not a
hit?
17?
That does not.
This one's a disadvantage.
No, because he
It's
has
fif-
advantage from pack tactics and then disadvantage
right.
from that, so it
Right,
cancels
right,
out.
right,
So
right.
one of these
First
two
one
hit
hits, second does not.
you. Okay. 4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay. The flame skull looks back and forth and says, I will consume this place with fire everywhere. And you start
Oh, no.
and it doesn't instantly do this. It you kind of any of you okay, the light cleric would know this 100%. Give me any of you who can cast spells, give me arcana checks right now.
Including me?
Any of you can cast spells.
I assume that I'm not going to do that because I'm unconscious.
And if
Right.
if you're not, and if you are, okay, so actually the 16 is good enough. It is going to cast a fireball. It is starting the words for a fireball, and it is going to cast a fireball on all of the creatures that Jessica's communicated with it that are not burning, because it also agrees there should be more burning here. That is a guaranteed fact that more burning needs to happen here.
I'm so dead.
So it turns out that we've run out of time for this campaign, so we're just gonna have a fireball land and kill absolutely everyone involved, and that's the end of the story.
I'm fine. I'm completely fine.
All right.
Can
I'm
you
okay.
pick him up and disengage?
Next week it will
And
be
then-
Jonathan Rutherford trying to put together a new party.
And then it's my turn to run out after the veteran.
All right.
Should be fine?
Bernard, you're up.
Wait. Oh, we're dead. Oh, wait.
What would picking up Théoden be?
Athletics to well, it depends. So, it's.
Actually, wait.
Are you trying to just run with him? What are you trying to do with him? Tell me. Describe what you're imagining yourself doing.
Okay, actually, thinking about this, I could. This is kind of taking advantage of the rules some, but I could theoretically stabilize him so that he's not taking death saves anymore, and then the fireball will do damage to him, and it will just cause him 2 death saves, but the actual damage is irrelevant.
No, unless it does more than my max HP, and then I'll just instantly die.
What is your max HP?
32? So probably won't do that, but it could.
Fine.
Can
So
you
I-
heal him in any way? Because then he gets up and walks
I
away.
cannot
right?
heal him in any way. All I could do is stabilize him.
I like this plan.
It's fine. I'll just roll a critical on my first saving throw and wake back up. I've done it before. I can do that. It's fine. I got it.
Can we actively together pick him up? Like if you just delay your turn till me, and then he gets to roll a save, then the veteran comes over and hits one of us, and then we pick him up and run away.
So, I want to just put. I will let you do that if you want, but I want to put to you that you have given the information to the skull, and the skull agrees with you, and you have basically told individuals aren't on fire, and the skull's like, yeah, why the fuck aren't they on fire? They either should be putting fires or being on fire. Those are kind of the two domains that it's good with right now, and you've given it the image of that. So you could pick him up and move, but if they move with you, you're still getting fireballed because he's fireballing the guys who aren't on fire and aren't throwing fire.
I think we're just gonna die here, guys.
Yeah, probably.
All right, I'm just gonna go with what I was gonna do, which was cast the cantrip to stabilize him.
I like it a lot. All right, so cast the spell. Is it Spare the Dying?
Yes.
Okay, you cast Spare the Dying. So Bernard is, or not Bernard, excuse me, Théoden. You don't have to make death saves anymore. You're considered stable.
Okay.
So that's fine.
I'm not up, though, right?
Nope, you're at
You're
0
not
HP.
unconscious.
You're unconscious but stable.
Right.
All right, do you want to do anything else, Xilo? Does Jonathan have healing?
Jonathan doesn't have
I
any.
mean, I don't think
Maybe the wild magic table has healing on it somewhere. I don't know.
I just have a question real quick. If I get stabilized, do I can I still make a death saving throw to see if I wake back up if I hit a critical? Because I think
you're
that's
stable.
the only way. Okay, then honestly, I think the only way my character is living through this is if I get a critical and
What is
move
it,
away.
8d8? No, it's not 8d8. What's the fucking fireball?
I mean,
66.
I just
66. Okay, so
Yeah,
your
I mean,
average damage is
8d6.
8d6?
Was it
Yep.
86?
So d6 is 7 is 3.5. 8 of those. What are we looking at for 8 3.5? I guess you could double it and do by 4. So
24
7 4s is
average.
28.
Or 28, yeah.
Okay. So there's a pretty
You'll be
good
fine.
chance you live. At least better than 50-50.
I mean, there's a fair chance I live.
Yeah.
But then the other dudes do their turn and probably just stab me to death, maybe.
See if you stabilize him, he wakes up in 1d4 hours with 1 HP. All right, we'll roll that right now. Let's just get a quick idea how.
I mean, that's the ruling, but I don't know.
I think it's probably safe for the party if you just
so
like
these are
These are
6 second rounds. You have an hour, so not long. You'll be up. All right. So you're done. Bernard?
I gotta move. Yeah, I gotta move because of the fireball. I think I have to.
Is that helpful?
It's die to a fireball or die to attacks of opportunity, and at least I have some armor.
Do you have healing?
No.
Okay. All right.
This is what I'm saying. I think we're dead, guys.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, honestly, I think that overall, as the party, the best chance of living is just having you disengage and me getting a critical on my death save. Because, like, the only way that I'm living is if I get a critical on my death save and I manage to disengage and run out the door.
You're not going to roll any more death saves because you're stable.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like,
so
I mean, if I get
stabilized
stabilized and I get hit with a fireball and
you just said you want to roll a 1 in 20 to get your critical to stabilize versus beating a 50-50 on the fireball. You really want to like make your odds worse?
Well, I mean, in the short term, yes, that would be better for my character. But I think the next round that happens after that, I'm just going to end up.
What do you think the next round's going to be? You're on fire. Flame Skull accomplished. Everybody else got hit with a fireball. Are they still up and running around? If any of your teammates are alive with healing, you can probably get back and heal somebody.
I think Sui's right. So if I had more time to think about this, I would have not cast that spell on him, and I would have used my action to disengage, and then I would have just backed up 25 feet.
Okay, you're welcome to do that. I think you're killing Sui doing that, but you're welcome to choose
my
to
character's probably dead either way. The only shot that I have living through this is getting.
What logic, Xilo? What's your logic? I'm really curious though.
If I stay here, I'm dead. If I don't disengage, I'm dead. So.
Sure, but your first logic was stabilize him so he survives, has a chance to survive the fireball, then back out of where the fireball is likely to be, taking opportunity attacks. That logic I thought was really good. What's the logic now what's your change in logic? What changed your mind of how you do that?
Because if I cast that on him, we're all dead.
Why?
If I back up, then maybe not all of us are dead. So
why are you all
in my
dead
mind,
if you cast that on him?
Because
let's be reasonable, Bernard the Brave. Somebody has to keep the thugs busy in the hallway so they don't run out the doorway too. And
all right.
Obviously, if anyone was going to do that, it would be the bravest member of the party.
Really? Because I feel like
the man who always distinguishes himself above all else.
He's the only guy
bravery,
who can heal, right?
Selflessness.
Okay, that's a good point actually. Not the brave part, because he's not actually brave in any way whatsoever, but the fact that
the only other conscious adult as well, looking after the children.
This is totally you're an airplane and the
Think of the children,
oxygen mask
Bernard.
just came down. Who gets the oxygen mask first? Kids or parents?
Well, the competent people, which in this case is the children.
So, all right, I don't really like to be this heavy-handed as a DM for this, but I feel like somewhere the logic has gotten just scrambled, because I think Xilo nailed it the first round. If there's a fireball in this situation right now, and Sui's stable, and a fireball hits, only way that kills Sui is if it knocks him out the back door and hit points in one hit. Otherwise, he just takes a shit ton of damage, takes one death save, because it's not a melee attack, so it doesn't crit him, so it's just one death save, and so what? As long as somebody's around to drag him and stabilize him, he's fine. Like, no one gives a shit. Right?
Yeah. So.
Alright, that's fine. I'll just move forward with it, regardless.
Thinking about it a little bit more, I think what Steve said of the guys next to us will also move if I move. That makes it better for me to stabilize Sui and then just stay here and get ready to take a fireball to the face.
All right. I like the plan. I love this. All right.
Bernard the Brave.
All right.
Bernard the Brave.
So you stabilize him and you're good? That's your turn?
Yes, I stabilize him and stand there. All
right. Faden's unconscious, so his turn is skipped. The veteran will walk up. Standing, he just puts a foot and just like grinds it into Faden as he like walks over him, and then starts hacking at you with his longsword. No advantage for that because he doesn't get that. He doesn't have pack tactics. The first is a 24 to hit. Adam's face is like,
yeah, this is.
All right.
What are these dice?
All right, that's an 8 for damage.
Okay. All right.
And he rolls max damage? No. Okay.
And the second attack, do you wish to flare this?
How many times can I do that? Wisdom
It's up to
modifier.
your wisdom modifier.
So yes, sure. I will use my last one on that.
All right, it's a 16. Does a 16
Okay,
hit?
that does not hit.
Okay, so no damage off the second attack. And he says, "I'm gonna kill you like I killed your friend." And he's just coming just that way. It's up to Jessica.
Are either of these two thugs wounded?
Yes,
One of them has like
the
one
one
hit
in the
point
center
left.
is very wounded. He is
All of them are wounded.
bleeding
Some.
and scorched profusely. And the one on the left is not quite as wounded. No, in fact, nowhere near as wounded. Just kind of only been hit once by that radiance and for half damage.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on the wounded one in the center.
Okay, that's gonna hit. You want to roll damage?
Takes 12 force.
Okay, he's blown backwards 10 foot. You said, right?
Um,
Or no? It's
do
up
I
to you.
know if it kills him before
Actually,
I choose that?
I don't know if you know if he kills him before you choose that. It does kill him though.
Because it's okay. Right.
So
well
what
then,
is- what is
I guess his corpse goes past 10 feet.
Bam! His corpse
Um,
flings up against the wall and puts out one of the fires, and the flame skull looks angry about that.
Did you say, like when your character knows that there was a fireball coming? Did you say anything? Because right now my character doesn't know that that's happening.
Oh, I thought I would
know
have
what?
I thought.
So
I would assume that information would be
It was
transferred
shared.
as relatively important.
Yeah.
okay.
Jonathan tells Jessica if she doesn't know as he's walking
Jessica
past
gently
the
pats
doorway.
Bernard on the
Get
back
out
and
of the
says,
way!
"It was nice meeting you, my new friend," and walks out the door.
Come on, Jessica.
Right.
Those adults
Brother!
are odd people.
Our friends are
Let's
leaving us.
go rescue the Zorwa.
All right.
Let's go.
The thug, I guess at some level the thugs might have heard that, but they didn't really catch it. You guys, maybe you have like some sort of
Kids, they have- oh, yeah, we
communication
have
that you have
special
in
ways to
combat.
talk.
You're like, the kind of means fireball's coming soon.
I
You know?
think you actually probably. I don't think we should retcon this, but I think you actually should have Eldritch Blast the guy with the most health, not the least health.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. The thug is going to swing at you again, Bernard. Eventually
Yes.
attack rolls the creature. At least one of the thug's always within 5 feet of it, so he'll scoot over first, get his benefit. Of course he would. He fights in combat. Why would he not do that?
Right. All right.
Yep. All right. The first attack is a 18 to hit. Excuse me.
That hits.
Okay, hits you for 6.
Okay. I'm not dead yet.
The second attack is a 18, also hits,
Yep.
and that one is going to do 3.
Okay. I'm not dead yet.
All right, Jonathan, you're up.
All right,
Can
you know
you
that
run
scene
in
in
and
movies
pull him
where...
out?
Yeah, sure, but you know that scene in movies where like the badass guy in the jeans is walking away from a building that's obviously on fire and stuff, and then there's an explosion, but he doesn't look behind him.
That's what. Yes. That's what Jonathan
Is it
does
just-
right
Jonathan's
and-
gonna do that with
Jessica.
Zora, sort of dragging Zora with her arm around his shoulder. He's just gonna like walk away, not looking back right now.
I'll give you,
And once the explosion goes off, maybe we'll change. But
I would give you inspiration on picking up Zora then if you're trying to do that. So go ahead and roll athletics at advantage for picking her up. That's definitely good enough. Jonathan, like you've never seen a child. He must be possessed by this demon, and it's not a fireman's carry anymore. This is like a damsel in distress, like in the arms style carry of how he walks out of this room with Zora, and it is backlit behind him perfectly is this beautiful mansion, totally on fire, smoke coming out of her. This evil cackling skull just charging this massive fireball. It rolls up, and then. What's the thug? Thug's already gone, right? So it's these two. And then it is the flame skull's turn. It finishes its preparation, and it hurls a fucking enormous fireball at the 4 people standing there, not on fire, quite disturbingly to this skull, since it feels like it's done a fairly good job of burning everything else. BAM! Fireball right in the center of them. So let's roll some dice. Let's see who makes this and who doesn't. I think you guys have set yourselves up for optimal survival. I really like it. And let's go see.
We actually
So-
did.
Let's take a look.
Jessica just walks
8d6
along,
fire, right?
holding Zora's hand
D6.
gently.
Yep.
Okay, I guess what I don't know is the proficiency bonus of this is 2 and is casting, so the DC is actually a little bit higher than that. DC is actually 13. Let me just fix that because it currently has DC 10 listed. Saving throws, Dex versus spell DC. Why is the spell DC not considered this? Because it's versus wisdom. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's going to say 10, but you need to roll against a 13, as that's the actual thing here. So, incoming. 28 points of fire damage. Anyone?
That's good. You want high damage.
Yeah,
Because
you want high damage, but under 32. Yes.
You want
Yeah.
Okay.
That's ideal. High less than 32.
Okay,
Alright.
so Bernard goes unconscious. Theoden takes 2 death saves.
Yep, and I gotta make one at the start of my turn because I took damage, so I'm no longer stable.
Okay, so let me go roll for the thug. The thug needs to
Right.
make a dex saving throw, which he
Right.
makes at a 9. That is a fail. He was at 25. He takes 28 and is incinerated by the skull, which pleases the skull greatly. And the leader, who I need to move you just for a second to get at, is at 10 health. So even if he saves, it doesn't matter. He is also incinerated by the flaming skull. So perfect for you guys.
It's
Both
one fail, right? Because it can't. That spell is
That's correct.
incapable of criticals.
Okay. It's not only that, it's also ranged attacks don't do this to you. So melee attacks are the ones that do 2 to you when you're that. A ranged attack when you're unconscious, I believe, is only 1. I'm almost certain of that. I believe so.
Oh, I thought it was any damage was 2, and that was it.
If you take any damage while you have 0 hit points, you suffer a death saving throw failure. If the damage is from a critical hit, you suffer 2 failures instead, and you automatically crit with melee attacks against people who are down.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, Bernard is like, this is his moment. Like, the team's been thinking he's a bit of a coward. He knows this is coming. And he is like, steels himself, braces, takes 2 more slash attacks from these thugs as they ram their swords into him. And he's like, fucking joke's on you. Right? As this huge fireball comes through behind them. They're not even aware of it. The maniacal skull giggling as BAM! This massive explosion. They're blown to chunks. You're blown backwards. Sui's body is just smashed into the wall. And everything is on fire now. And we're not out of combat time yet because we have people lying in fire dying, but they're potentially savable now. And that situation looked pretty bleak a minute ago. So, what are you doing? I believe it's Jessica next.
I have to make a death saving throw because I am no longer stable.
Oh, right.
Because I
Yep,
took
please
damage.
do. Please
so.
do. Yep. How do I go back? Can I go back here?
Alright, that's a success.
Fail one.
It's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
As the fireball hits Jonathan's eyes, which have been a duller reds, just like erupt massively in flame.
Okay. All right. You may have, if you don't have it already, you can have your wild magic thing back. So if you need to roll for something right now, like a fireball on you, we could just end this campaign.
That's the same roll I got last time, isn't it?
I woke up alongside.
Yeah, I have another
Jonathan.
beard. The beard is longer.
Okay.
Double beard.
No, it is a double beard. You have one coming off on the side and another one coming off on this side now. So you have double beard of feathers. Okay.
And I still have the mustache from it.
Yep.
Yeah, the minor illusion mustache.
You have put a lot of hair on your body since this campaign started. Okay. So Jessica, what are you doing?
So Jessica walks up to the side of her brother and takes his hand and just goes, "What do we do, Jonathan? Where do we go now?"
Well, I don't know, Jessica. I've heard of another great adventure. Over the horizon and far away. Perhaps more awaits us there.
And we're gonna
And
cut the
I
part there.
take Jessica's hand, and we walk toward the sunrise as the building erupts into massive flame.
All right. We're going to cut the part there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.